Hey, what's going on YouTube? iDevice Help here. Today in this video, I wanted to give you guys a quick comparison of what Siri has to offer in iOS 7 compared to what Siri used to offer in iOS 6. So I have iOS 6 running on this iPhone 4S and iOS 7 obviously running on the iPhone 5. Now there's several differences, so let's go ahead and begin. Now the first things you might notice right away, if you jump into the settings application and you go to the Siri section, you get here a male and female voice option for Siri in iOS 7. That option you do not get in iOS 6. You can get male voices if you change the language in iOS 6, but not the particular option to change male or female on all languages like you do in iOS 7. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you the voice here on the iPhone 5 iOS 7, so you can hear the voice compared to the voice from previous versions of iOS. How are you doing?
I'm happy to be alive.
See, it sounds more natural and more alive, like Siri just said, more human-like. If you can see here on the iOS 6, let's go ahead and try this on iOS 6. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
See, it sounds more computerized than it did before. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the differences in terms of user interface. As you can see, the button here, the microphone button, has completely changed. The layout completely changed. You have the standard background here on the iOS 6. In iOS 7, it plays a role with the background that you have on your iPhone itself, so it kind of gives the whole OS a nice smoother look than iOS 6. In my case, I think I like iOS 7's look way better because it just gives the OS a liver look and more unique look depending on the wallpaper that you have on your device. Just go ahead and start asking a few questions to see how fast they perform, if they perform any faster, and some of the differences. What's the weather in Tokyo?
Here's the weather for Tokyo, Japan through today and Monday.
Now, the answer was right about the same speed. I don't see any speed differences, but as you can see here, the layout of the weather, it is a lot smoother and nicer. And again, it plays with the background on your iOS device, whatever you're running on your iOS device. Here on the iOS 6, of course, you get the standard card with the weather information and the same old wallpaper that you used to get. It looks a little more stale, more plain. Here on iOS 7, it just looks more alive. So let's go ahead and ask a few more questions here quick. Update my Twitter.
Okie dokie. What would you like your message to say?
So as you can see there, the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5 kind of went and gave me a humor to the conversation. It went okie dokie. I'm going to go ahead and update. What would you like to say? Here in iOS 7, it asked me what do I want to say, and was getting ready to update it, but I just canceled it. But the look of the Twitter update card on the iPhone 5 looks smoother than the one in iOS 6, of course. That is because all the changes coming to Siri in iOS 7. So let's go ahead and what movies are playing in theaters?
I found a few movies playing today. I found some movies playing nearby today.
So this is completely different. Look at the movies that are playing today here on iOS 6. It looks, the standard iOS 6 look. And look at the movies that are playing here in iOS 7. Just the entire look of the OS itself, of Siri user interface is just completely different, guys. Let's go ahead and ask, where is New York City?
Here's New York. Here's New York.
So there you go, a little bit faster here on the iOS 7 for the iPhone 5. But again, both devices came in just about the same time. I don't see any speed differences once again. Let me go ahead and change the voice here back to the male voice in iOS 7, which is one of the options that you get in iOS 7 that you don't get with iOS 6. And let's go ahead and listen to this male voice. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm happy to be alive.
So as you can see there, that is the male voice. It also gives you humor, and it also sounds more human-like instead of robotic-like, like it used to sound in iOS 6. Now, some of the things you can do in iOS 7 that you cannot do in iOS 6 is turn on Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and things like that. Turn Bluetooth on.
Okay, I turned on Bluetooth.
You couldn't do that in iOS 6. Now in iOS 7 you can do it. Turn off Wi-Fi.
Okay, I turned off Wi-Fi.
Alright guys, so as you can see, those are some of the differences there comparing Siri in iOS 6 and Siri in iOS 7. I really think Siri is going a long ways here in iOS 7, user interface wise, and everything in between. I think it's way nicer and smoother looking than it used to be in iOS 6. So hopefully Apple keeps implementing new ideas and new things to Siri. I hope you guys enjoy this quick little video comparing Siri in iOS 6 to Siri in iOS 7. And of course guys, please thumbs up this video if you liked it, and don't forget to stay up to date with the latest information on your iOS device by of course going to iDeviceHelpUs.blogspot.com. It's been iDevice, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.